We're going to do this in a different order. But welcome to an episode of Sisters Uncensored. Today we have our fourth sister with us, Gwen. So we're going to let her take the floor for a quick second to tell us what she's been up to, because people been asking, where's Gwen? What's up with Gwen? How is she doing?
Since I've been off the grid, I should say, I just been working and trying to get myself back together. Just trying to do some self-care, and to work with my therapist and work out some. I hate to say mental issues that I was having with. I would say emotional issues that I was dealing with. And now I'm on a different level, a different plane. I can deal with things a little bit in a better light and understand them more. So hopefully I will come out of this on the other end and be back to myself.
And here again, when I say details and details and details, what do you mean by different plan or different plane? Give us some instances of where you felt not normal, where you felt yourself, where you needed to reach out. It's okay. We're here. We talk about these things. And this is what we want to share with people, that no matter what you're going through, you're not the only one that's going through that. So we want details. I mean, from A to Z. Spell it out like we don't know you.
Okay. Well, the last podcast that I was on, I believe we were speaking about the whole riot situation and the protesting and everything like that. I believe that I shared with you guys that I was in a store that got robbed and that put a big toll on me. I was not myself. I had anxiety issues. I had anger issues. I can't even put it into words. But yeah, those are the things that I was working on. I wasn't myself, being happy and just trying to figure things out. Where do I go from here? How do I get back to helping out with the cause? How do I help myself with the emotional issues and also be able to help with the cause and deal with racism, financial issues, and all of that on a daily basis, and not let it take me down. So I was working with the therapist, had some clarification, and I believe that I'm on the road being back to myself. However, I will share with you guys, I'm not at the same store that I transferred from, because I'm still dealing with issues about that, going back to that store. It just gives me anxiety. I'm working through that. I'm trying to do baby steps where I can get back to at least go into the store and speak to my coworkers. So life has been a little strange and a little bit interesting and a little bit, I don't know, I guess I can see things a little bit clearer, or I can try to put things in perspective. Being a Black woman, I'm dealing with racism issues on a daily basis, and I have to work through that.
So when you say move through life, what do you mean?
I mean,
oh yeah, I'm about to be all like Wendy, Gail, Oprah. So take me through that moment when you realize.
Yes, take us through. Okay, so take us through that moment. Yes, take us through that moment.
Well, the moment. I can talk about the situation. I can play the incident in my head and not get emotional, not let it break me down. I was having crying spells. I was being emotional and just not understanding things when I was talking about it. So now I'm at a level where I can speak about the whole incident when the store got robbed. They damaged the store. They took money. They also took a lot of patients' prescriptions. So that was another thing that I was dealing with. Like, these people had nothing to do with you in this process. So they pretty much, when they robbed the store, they took the focus off the reason we were protesting in the first place. It's like, now how do these people get their prescriptions now that you've come in and taken their prescriptions? That had nothing to do with the protest. That had nothing to do with any kind of resolution. So, like I said, I can talk about these issues now without breaking down. When I first started this journey, every time I talked about it, I would break down, cry, have emotional issues. But now I can speak about it where I can move out of that emotional box and put it into a box that is not going to affect me and not stop me from working out my day-to-day issues. It just put me on a different level where I guess I think I'm stronger and I can deal with things a little bit better. And I've learned to calm down. My anxiety level has gone down a lot. I don't get so agitated about things anymore. I try to think about certain issues before I react. So yeah, I'm just trying to make my life better by getting my finances back on track, helping my family move forward, talking about things more and not holding it in. Because when you hold it in and not share those things, it can eat you up inside, and it becomes a powder keg. So I'm learning to share my feelings more.
Well, that was a very deep and interesting conversation. Thank you for sharing. Stay tuned for another episode of Sisters Uncensored, ladies.